Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Greg Michalowski for ForexLive.com. This is a preview for the week of October 6, 2014. We have an RBA decision this week, and that's going to be the focus for traders in this currency pair. Where do we stand from this currency pair? Well, from a technical perspective, and if I take a look at the weekly chart, we are near the 2014 lows. The low price for 2014 came at the 86.59 level, and in last week's trading on Friday after the employment report, the market low came in at 86.42. So we broke below that low price from 2014, but we couldn't sustain the momentum. We closed a little bit above that 59 level, waiting for this week's trade to figure out which way we go. And it may be that the Reserve Bank of Australia interest rate decision was going to take place on Tuesday morning in Australia, and at 11:30 p.m. Eastern time here in the United States will be the deciding factor for either more bullish or more bearish for the Aussie versus US dollar. So I'm going to be playing it a little bit more closer to the vest, waiting to see what the Reserve Bank of Australia does before perhaps acting on a trade recommendation or a trade for that currency pair. Clearly, if we go below the low price from 2014, we would expect lower prices with a move toward the 85.42 level, which is a 50% retracement of the move up from the most recent lows going back to 2008. But I could also see the market rallying to the upside here off of comments that are a little less worrisome by the Reserve Bank of Australia. Remember, we did have employment come out much stronger than expected last month. There are some other weaknesses as far as consumer confidence and business confidence for the month that may stop them from being too excited about that employment report. But there was somewhat of a mixed bag as far as economic data goes. China is still a concern. Weakness in China, is a contributing factor for this currency pair, as are weaker commodities that we've seen, and so any sort of rebound or any sort of more positive news out of China may force the market to the upside. So it's going to be a less. I think the market's going to be two-way. Until we get a clearer picture from the Reserve Bank of Australia, and then we have employment coming up this week as well. What levels should you watch out for? Well, the bias remains to the downside. We're below the 100 and 200-hour moving average. We're below the 38.2, 50% retracement of the move down from Friday's high to the low. And as long as we remain below these levels here on the top side, one might argue that the bias remains to the downside. But the fact that we are back above the prior lows going back to Wednesday's trade, and after breaking through that low level, and also moving below the low price for this year at around what was a 53 level, and not being able to sustain the move to the downside, there's some that may that you may think that there's going to be more buyers down here, and we could see the price move up to those levels. I cannot say that that's not a bad idea, that if you're interested in buying the market, putting a bid against the 53 level or against the 42 low that we saw last week before the interest rate decision may not be a bad idea in trading this current currency pair. But I would look for sellers up here in the yellow area, and certainly against the 100 bar moving average on the first test. When we fell below that level on Friday's trade, we moved sharply down, and we didn't quite even, we didn't really bat an eye at that level. It was just fast and furious to the downside. So this area right here is going to be our resistance area in trading here today, and we'll see how the week progresses after the interest rate decision on Tuesday morning in Australia. See what they have to say, and then make judgments as far as whether we go much lower, in which case we're going to be breaking through our low levels at the 86.53 and 42 level, or are we going to move higher and maybe even get back above that 200-hour moving average that currently comes in at the 87.71 level. It's really either way for me in trading this week, so be aware and be prepared. If you like this video, please click on the subscribe button in the YouTube channel. You can also click on like, and also for more information on the foreign exchange market on a daily basis as the market trends develop in this currency pair, make sure you visit us at ForexLive.com. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.